That's a new segment I'm gonna add when I come on. You know, song of the week. Because the reason why I say song of the week, because I used to rap, still do a little bit. But music, it hit the shock chords in our body. Even back when we was in Africa, when they used to beat the drums, you know what I'm saying? And our ancestors would do the ritual dances to break spirits, for health, everything. So that's a new segment to my channel. When I come, I'm gonna give y'all the song of the week. My favorite music that I like to play when I'm in a crisis. You know? But like I said, I'm here on this Saturday. How was y'all Friday? Yesterday I went out, you know, took Mom Dukes out to eat. You know what I'm saying? We went to the Longhorn to go eat some good. She had the steak, I had salmon. You know, I try to stay away from red meat like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really try to eat too much red meat. But I had the salmon, she had the steak. We vibed, we chilled, we laughed. That's what I like to do, man. That's what it's about. To have family and have your family and your friends around you where you could build and you laugh. You need time to laugh. Because nowadays, in this day, the world is so serious. It's so much stuff going on that is really nerve-wracking. So it's good to go build with your family and your friends and go get something to eat, laugh, bring up old stories, and talk to each other and see how each other's doing. It's very important to reach out to your relatives and your friends. See, it's a thing called friendship. It's a thing called loyalty. And get rid of the friends that's only around when things is on and popping, where it's always fun. You need those friends and them family members to be around when times get hard. See, me, I had a lot of friends. But everybody that you call your friend is not your friend. It's like I said, when I was up and I was running around, I was doing stuff, everybody's around. But now, when it's serious and the phone calls stop, people stop coming linking you. That's why I love my family, my mother, my brother, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews. You know, I just like, I'm a family guy. I like being around family and being happy, you know, because the pain, them crises, when you go into a sickle cell crisis, see that, yeah, they give you the pain medicine and the fluids. And like I said, one of the methods that helped me get through is the music and family. Friends, because even though you're going through that pain and it hurts so bad, but when you get your visits from your friends and your family, it takes your mind off the pain. It eases your mind off the pain. That's why when I'm sick, you know, I love for my, my family and my friends to come and come visit, come kick it with me because I be in so much pain and hurt. I just want to, laugh and, hear old stories or watch movies so you could take my mind off the pain and the stress of me being in this hospital. Because sometimes when I get sick, I'm in the hospital for 2 or 3 weeks, sometime a month, suffering, going through it. Don't know if I'm gonna make it out. But I thank God that every time I went in, he also allowed me to walk out the hospital. When the report that the doctors was giving me, it was bad, you know, at the time when I'm going through it. Sometimes I don't know. I mean, I wish I could explain it to you guys. I mean, the pain is like, it feel like the only way I could describe it is like I tell people, it's like you getting shot and stabbed at the same time. That's how I describe the pain. I remember one time when I was young, my mom, she went to my hematologist because the hematologist is the one that take care of the blood diseases, sickle cell, cancer, and everything else. So she went to my hematologist and asked my hematologist, like, listen, I want to feel what my son going through. What when I see my son cry, what is he going through? What is he? And my hematologist, he told my mother, he said, listen, you will never be able to feel what your son going through. But if you want to feel something close to what your son's going through, go downstairs right now and slam your hand in the door 10 times. Sorry. Hello?
Yo, what up, man?
Hey, what's up? Who this?
Just, man, Jay.
What's good, Jay?
Chillin', man. Let's go with you.
I'm chilling, man. I'm hanging in there. What's up? How the family?
Yeah, everybody good, man. How your fam? How the brothers and mothers, sisters, and all that? Everybody good?
Yeah, everybody doing good, man. Dag, it's glad to hear my boy Jay. This one of
Yo,
childhood friends, man.
all right. Yep. Yeah, man. Checking up on you. Everything all right, man?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, bro. I'm hanging there, fighting. I ain't gonna never
Yeah, that's
stop
what's up.
fighting.
Yeah, I hear that, man. No.
How mommy doing?
Yeah, she good, man. I just talked to her the other day. So, yeah, she up there still, you know?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
broadcasting live right now?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, live,
that's
man.
what's up.
Thank you for tuning in, man, and thank you for calling me, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no question, man. I hope everything goes well with the bone marrow thing. So yeah, keep us posted, man.
I got you. Thank you, bro. Give it up for my
All right,
boy
no doubt,
Jay.
man.
All
Yeah, I'll be up there soon, man. I'll see you soon, man.
right,
All right, hold it down.
all right, you too.
All right, later.
Later. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. That's one of my, like I said, my childhood friend. My big brother childhood, but he's like family. That's like family calling, checking on me. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, Jay, man. Word up. But yeah, like I was saying, so he told my mom to go slam her hand in the door 10 times. Can you imagine that? The doctor, the hematologist told my mother to go slam her hand in the door 10 times. You would never feel what your son feel, but that'd be the closest. Can you imagine slamming your hand in the door 10 times and you feeling that pain all over your body? Because with the sickle cell, it's wherever blood flow. So wherever blood flow, wherever the blood flow in my body, I have pain. You could have a stroke, suffer from strokes. Like I said, they take your organs out. A lot of main organs that help your body fight off infections. Like me, I don't have my spleen. The spleen is very important for your body. That's what helps you fight off infections. See, I don't have my spleen, so it's easy for me to get sick. Being around a lot of people and with germs, it's easier for me to get sick than a normal person, like yourself. You could be around a lot of people and not get sick so easy. But see, I don't have my spleen. That's what helps the body fight off infection so easy. So that's why I have to be careful when I'm going out different places. And being that my bone marrow, I need a bone marrow transplant, I try not to go out a lot of places. So I won't be so sick that I have to be back in the hospital and I won't be able to get my transplant. So I love everybody. I love my friends and my family. But if sometimes I can't make it to a cookout or a party, don't get upset. Just pray for me. I will be at the next event. Don't get mad. Don't stop talking to me. Don't let the phone call stop. Because that hurts me. It touched me. It really does. Because me, I'm a loyal person. When you my friend, I be there for everybody. No matter what my friend or my is going through, I'm there. 10 toes down, back against the wall. So in my time of need, I just want y'all to be there. You know? So with the sickle cell, I'm gonna give y'all back on the dental student in 1910. The first, they saying this was the first sickle cell patient in 1910. So let me read. They said, this is what we call discovered in 1910, according, not in Africa, which, you know, America always want to say they did something first, okay? But it's a African American disease. But anyway, I'm not going to get all in that. So they said what we called discovered in 1910, according, not in Africa, but in the US, and a young man named Walter Clemens Noel from the island of Grenada. He was from Grenada. But they say he came to America to study being a dentist. All right. They said he's from the island of Grenada. His name is Walter Clemens Noel, a dental student studying in Chicago. So he was studying in Chicago. He went to college in Chicago to do dentist work, to work on teeth. Right? He went to the doctor named James B. Herwick with complaint of a pain episode and symptoms of anemia. So again, he was studying. He's from Grenada, came to America, studying in Chicago. While he was studying, he got sick with a pain episode, which I just was telling you, a sickle cell crisis. Oh my God, back then I can't even imagine what he was feeling. Because technology and medicine is so far ahead now that back then, 1910, went to Dr. James B. Herwick with complaints of a pain episode and symptoms of anemia. Again, it's called sickle cell anemia. SS. See, it's different. It's different sickle types. And I will get to that later on my next segment. It's different. You can have sickle cell, but it's different types of sickle cell. And anemia. So he went there with a pain episode. So anemia, your body, you're always cold. Your eyes. Most of us have anemia. But that's what it was, I guess sickle cell anemia. So they named it sickle cell anemia. But now they say sickle cell disease, SS, and stuff like that. Can you imagine from the island of Grenada? Now, in my last segment, I told y'all where they said it came from, West Africa. Right? They said West Africa, India, the Mediterranean regions, Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Central India. But now they saying what they call discovered. Sickle cell was discovered in 1910 in a dental store. Well, he's from the island of Grenada. And he came to America to study. Imagine in Chicago. Yo, when sickle cell patients, most sickle cell patients have the most pain crisis is in the winter, right? Some, everybody body different. It's different ways to bring on a sickle crisis. It's different ways. It's stress, dehydration, and a cold. Like if you have a cold, like if somebody have a cold and give it to you, a cold, and cold weather. So Walter Clemens came from Grenada to Chicago. Remember, Chicago's the windy city. Chicago is very, very cold in the winter. I mean, the jackets can't even hold you when you're in Chicago. It's that cold that the coldness and your jacket be fighting against each other. You be freezing. So I can't imagine Walter in Chicago from the island of Grenada where it's hot. It's hot all the time. Came and got sick, went into a pain crisis. You know why? Because it was probably so cold. He coming from a different climate into the cold made him have a sickle cell crisis. And that's when they diagnosed him with the sickle cell anemia. I know he was in so much pain. I mean, freezing cold. And like I said, medicine and technology is way more advanced than back in 1910. If I could speak to him and ask him, man, and shake his hand and say, you are a hero to me. Because even though what you was going through, you studied to be a dentist. And how did they control, give you, back then? I would have a lot of questions for you. It's like, man, like, all right, when we get sick, when we go into a pain crisis, right? We go, sorry, sorry. So when we go into a pain crisis, or when let me speak for myself, when I go into a pain crisis, excruciating pain, very weak because my hemoglobin dropped. Sometimes my brother Earl have to carry me down the stairs. So pain crisis hit me in the middle of the night, boom, pain. Uh, crying, twirling, curling up, right? My mom wake up, and it's always like in the middle of the night, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. But when I spoke to one of the doctors in the hospital, the nurses, they said, I guess that's when the pain, I guess cold, something with in the night that makes it hurt worse. Right. So boom, going to a crisis. Like I said, crying, twirling, curling, sometimes tough. Uh, uh, Ma, I need to go to the emergency room. Moms wake up. Sometimes I don't want to say this, but I'm real. I'm a real person, and I'm going through it. Sometimes my mom have to get me dressed. So imagine the pressure on my mother. Sometimes she have to get me dressed. Ah, she hear me. What's going on? What's going on, baby? Mom having one of my sickle crisis. I can't move because sometimes it's in our joints that it gets stuck. The cells are clinging together like this, right? It clings. So it gets stuck in your veins where they call it acute crisis, like because it's going in your veins. So sometimes I can't move. I can't bend my knee, can't walk. She have to come in to get me dressed. Boom, right? Get me dressed. And this all is happening in two in the morning, 3 in the morning, one. And I used to feel so bad for my mom because she'd just be getting off of work. And, she done worked all day. She's tired. She came home and cooked. And then here go me going into a pain crisis. Get me dressed. Get the car running. Sometimes my brother Earl will have to pick me up and carry me to the car. Can you imagine that? Because you can't walk. The pain is so bad. And I'm sorry if I'm yelling right now. It's just, it frustrates me, man. Because nobody in the world should have to go through this and feel this, especially kids. So my brother will have to lift me, go in the car, get the car started. My mom driving me down to the nearest hospital where I live. Get in there. You have to wait. Now you in the emergency room. You in the waiting area. Now when you're in a sickle crisis, it's a time limit. It's quick. Everything they give us the fluids, the medicine have to be quick. And sometimes you got to wait 20, 15 minutes, 30 minutes to get in because the hospital be so busy, especially around COVID time. So she gets a security guard. Security guard come put me in a wheelchair, push me and wait for a doctor to call me. When I get back there, they give us payments. Something called dilaudid, a narcotic for pain. To break the pain, they give us fluids, oxygen. Sometimes we have to have antibiotics. Sometimes they have to give us a blood transfusion or a blood exchange. So in 1910, I would like to know what was the process, because some of the new stuff that they found out is only what 15 years ago. Like blood exchanges. It was dangerous back then to give blood transfusions. That's why early in the years, sickle cell patients didn't live past 10, didn't live past a certain age, because they didn't have the medicine or the resource to help a sickle cell patient get through. Because we suffer in silence. And the way we go through our pain, and the way our sicknesses, and sometimes doctors and nurses can't understand. So that's why I say the sickle celling, because we suffering with a disease, suffering silence, and sometimes we alienate the name I gave it. So, like I said, it wasn't safe to give blood transfusion back then. They gave it, but like even blood transfusion and things, they have it right there on the paper. That's a possibility. You can catch um different other blood disease like hepatitis and stuff like that, HIV. They still have that on the consent forms. So back then, like I said, early, yes, we died early. Like my mentors, I had two mentors that had sickle cell. Rest in peace to them both. They are both deceased now. They died at the age 36. I'm 34. Both of my mentors passed already because they older. It was older because the resources and the medicine back then with than now, it's a lot more they can do to treat the sickle cell. It depends on the body.